faces new, the whiteboard clean. The memories of last year's untimely exit prevalent amongst the returning cast. But adversity is fuel to the fire, and on opening night, the ACC is simmering with expectations and energy. Equipped with a new look, new challenges, and renewed goals, this Raptors team is poised to protect their northern floor. For Kojo, it's a homecoming. For DeMarre Carroll, it's a city on the verge of breaking through, with a family that's never left his side. There's an infectious toughness here, a committed group of OGs and emerging talents from the paint to the perimeter. A chemistry set with unlimited combinations and one desired outcome, to win. 82 starts now, one game at a time, and anything's possible. It's just begun.
We're all just happy that the season's here, and everything really counts now. And we just gotta put it together. It's a new team and it's a new season. So at the end of the day, we still gotta just go out there and go out and play basketball.
Well, one thing, just hoping that our defense carries over from the preseason to make sure we maintain that edge. Offensively, make sure we get a rhythm in the next 2 weeks or so. We've done all we can do. The guys have worked hard. They're prepared. As prepared as you can be going into the preseason. All of us hold back stuff during the preseason. We don't show everything, so we're kind of going in the blind of what we're going to go against with their offense. But we're confident with our concepts, our principles, that we'll be ready to roll.
I've never had questions, to be honest. They put a team together, and we'll see what we got tomorrow.
Every morning, being a father, being also a professional athlete, certain things you have to do at certain times. You have to distinguish the two. When I'm at home and I'm a family man, I have to do the man chores, and that's, get up, take the dog out, take the trash out. Look after my daughter while my wife, she cooks for us.
We're excited. I think they're gonna do well this year.
A big frog.
Brush your teeth.
Big frog.
So thank you, Daddy.
Bye-bye, frog. What kind of animal is this?
Come on, we gotta go eat. You ready to go eat? Let's go eat.
A bear's body.
It was an early morning, but this usually how my morning go every morning, but particularly since it's opening night, I think we got up a little bit earlier and we went to sleep a little bit earlier, so it was a good morning.
Here, this will make it better.
We got another son on the way.
Thank you.
We found out, a month before our marriage, before we got married in June. You don't want to? She's gonna be a big sister soon, so she gotta grow up quick. First of all, I got married June 27th. We was in Aruba, we flew back. We came back actually on the day of free agency that night, so we got back about 11. 12 o'clock hit, phone, 10 teams called me. Toronto was the second team, and so I talked to the teams for probably about 2.5 hours. Went to sleep, laid my head down, and at 9 o'clock the next morning, Toronto showed they was the first meeting I had at my house officially, and it was a great meeting overall, and I felt like it was a genuine meeting. It wasn't one of those meetings where somebody's just telling you something just to get you to come. It was one of those meetings where they really took in my family, and they took in the role that I play, and they knew I wanted to take on a bigger role, and that kind of led me to come into Toronto.
Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. You're a character.
They felt very welcome, especially my wife. She felt like it was a great opportunity for us to become, a better family, going to a new country, somewhere we never been, and it just be us, kind of, just bond even more. So I think she really got excited about that, just to get away from the United States and to come to Canada. Basketball is going to be basketball, but sometimes it's bigger than basketball, and I think family is definitely bigger than basketball.
You ready to go to school?
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Look.
You ready? Ready to go?
I think a happy wife is a happy life. I think, a lot of times as an NBA player, you go through trials and tribulations and you meet different people and you don't know which person is for you or not for you. But, when you have a great bond with a great female, I think you should take advantage of it. And I feel like that's what my wife, she's been my better half. She's been a big blessing, and she's been there through thick and thin. So, and when our beautiful daughter came into the world, it just escalated. We just understand that, me and her, our bond, can never be broken. So we just got to keep going, man, keep staying strong, and let God take care of everything.
Can Mommy have a kiss?
Can Mommy have a kiss?
Thank you.
Say bye, Mommy.
Love you.
Say,
Love you.
Love you, Mommy.
Love you too, baby.
Layla, what you want to listen to? Huh? Elmo? Let's listen to Elmo. Now I'm taking my daughter to school. I usually try to do this once a week at least, just so she can see my face and, some of the kids there and some of the parents, they'd be excited to see a Raptor come to the school. So I at least try to do at least once a week.
So here it is, and here we are. It's opening night in the NBA, and it's the time for butterflies, it's the time for nerves. It's also a time to look ahead to what will be for the Toronto Raptors.
I think it's going to be a really good season for the Raptors. When you look at everything that happened last season, what they needed to address, I think they did that.
I think at this point it's got to be building on the postseason period. It's funny to sit here on opening night and talk about playoffs, but it's got to be about not only making the playoffs but advancing in the playoffs, especially after what happened last year. To kind of go from losing at the buzzer in Game 7 2 years ago to having a franchise high in wins last year, but then bowing out in 4 games, getting swept. I think that's where the bar is now, getting in, but now advancing and actually building upon the core that you've got right now.
I think it can be a pretty good team. I think I like the additions they've made, and it's going to be a real test to see if what they've added can translate into the defensive side of the floor in particular, without taking away too much from them offensively. I think clearly they've lost a little bit in terms of their scoring, particularly their bench scoring. But I think a tougher, more consistent, more resilient defensive team should translate, especially in the Eastern Conference, which I don't see as being really, really deep. I think they have every chance to be a top 4 team in the East, and I think anything's possible at that point.
If you said to me, Jack, would you take a 51-win season yet you lose in the first round, or would you take a 44-win season and you win in the first round and you got a chance to win in the second round? I'll sign up for the latter. And I think this will be the type of team that'll be more like that than a team that's going to be high-flying and winning 58 games. This group, it's about trying to prepare for the spring. Obviously, you got to get there, and a lot of that has to do with health. But in my opinion, you've been to the playoffs the last 2 years. There's another step to take.
I think they clearly had to prove defensively. I'm sure everybody would say that, and they did, at least on paper. When you add a Cory Joseph and a Bismack Biyombo, I think instantly you're already a better defensive team. I think even in addition, like an Anthony Bennett, let's see how many minutes he actually gets, but I think he makes you better defensively as well in terms of your depth overall. I think you still have enough scoring, even without a Lou Williams and a Gravis Vasquez and Amir Johnson for that matter. So I think you are a better team. And of course, when you talk about the defense, you can't forget the guy that's starting in DeMarre Carroll, something that the Raptors haven't had arguably ever, but certainly in a long time, a lockdown at the 3 that can guard the opposing team's best player. So that alone, I think, makes Toronto a better team. So I think the expectations should be high for this team in terms of improving on last year. And again, getting past that bar being the first round.
What I'm most excited about is to kind of see this team kind of gel as the year goes on. I think they're going to have some turbulence early in the year. I think it'll be a good character builder. And I think the last thing would be, I would probably say just the fact that you have some new faces, that new roles are going to be kind of carved out. And it's kind of exciting to see which guys really accept the challenge.
You know, I think what I'm excited to see is, and I swear to you, it's not just the Canadiana. What kind of a player can Cory Joseph ultimately be? Because, you know, I saw him up close and personal over the course of the summer, and the heartbreak, especially in Mexico City with Team Canada and getting knocked out of the FIBAs and, you know, finishing with just the bronze and not qualifying. But for the first time in his career, having a chance to maybe play significant minutes. I know he had some starts in San Antonio. I know he was a key contributor, especially last season. He earned that ring. It's not like it was just a token ring. He played minutes. But really now, you are the primary backup to Kyle Lowry. And at times, you might be playing starters types minutes if Dwayne Casey decides to go 2 guards in the backcourt, especially in fourth quarter situations. So you've got a chance now to step out and shine, and it's in your hometown, in front of the friends and family, wearing that 6 on your back. I think that, to me, is the most interesting storyline and something I'm looking forward to seeing.
Oh, it's just great coming back home. I mean, we get to see all the games. It's just like a dream come true.
6 months ago, we were in this building, heartbroken by a series sweep by the Washington Wizards, but there's a new look, a new attitude, as always in any new season for the Toronto Raptors this year. Some new colors, a new logo.
Got that little buzz. It's not a playoff buzz, but the lights are up, the place is decorated, it's been spit and polished a little bit. Opening night, everybody's ready to go.
Yeah, you can feel the energy, the fans coming into the building. You see the bright eyes, you see what everybody wants to see, a version of this Raptors season. And the reality is, fans are hungry for basketball. They spent the whole summer waiting for this to come around. They're ready for tip-off.
Yeah, man, I mean, I can't wait. Huge basketball fan. So, you know what I mean, just recently connected with Lowry and DeRozan, just kind of showing support for the Jays, and I can't wait. I can't wait to be courtside and watch these games. I know the stadium's gonna be electric, and just kind of supporting the family, you know what I mean, the Toronto family. Sometimes I feel like it's Toronto versus everybody, and I'm proud to be playing for the Toronto Blue Jays and to be part of We the North slogan, and to go out there and show that it's much better to have an entire country rooting for you rather than a specific state or city.
Thank everybody for coming out tonight. Thanks for all your continuously support. We're ready for another year. You're the best fans in the league. Thank you.
The marathon has begun.
Here's DeRozan on the inside looking for Jonas. Valanciunas banks it in for the bucket. And Miles steals it away. DeRozan saves it back to Scola. Just the way they drew it up. Spinning around, and it's knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Indiana basketball.
Sloppy so far. 4 turnover for Toronto, 3 for Indiana. Matt, you know this. There is another gear in terms of intensity level and effort per play when you go from preseason to regular season.
Patterson, the open three. He was waiting for the regular season. Patterson from Peterborough.
Checking in the Toronto native. First regular season appearance here.
Fans actually getting to their feet. Joseph using the Biyombo screen, driving right to the rim, and Joseph with the finish, and a 10-point deficit for the Raptors.
Folks, don't blame the Raptor defense. The effort's there, the organization's there. The problem right now, they are really struggling on the offensive end.
Valanciunas squares up, jumper swish. And Jonas Valanciunas, 4 of 5.
The rest of the team, 5 of 27. So the only guy producing from a consistency standpoint has been Valanciunas tonight.
Raptors right now have it down to 9, Jack. They trail by as many as 16. Carroll, Lowry, Valanciunas, Joseph, and DeRozan's shot doesn't go.
The defense, you're holding them to 37%, Matty D. They're doing a good job.
Scola saves it. Carroll scoops it up. Lowry got it. Kyle Lowry connects from Port Perry.
Just like they drew it up, Matty D.
Lowry gives it now to Valanciunas. It's all about the Sox, they say. Jonas, good strong move on the inside. He's been a force underneath, 14 points and 10 rebounds. Tied at 66. Shot doesn't go. Patterson with the rebound.
Love it. Another sound defensive possession. Really getting after it.
Patterson, the three. Bucket! And bucket! The Raptors their first lead since it was 10-9.
Wow.
Here's Terrence Ross, the three. He's fouled! Shooting the three. And a potential 4-point play for T. Ross. T. Ross. No, Biyombo underneath in a crowd, in a powerful move by Bismack Biyombo being big on the inside. Raptors trail by 16. Battled back, they led by as many as 12. And here we are in a 2-point game. And George ties it up at 93. Ellis. And a great job of Ellis getting in and finding Jan Mahimi. It's a 10-2 run. Indiana regains the lead as we near the 2-minute mark.
And look at Hill, he's right into Kyle Lowry.
Joseph now driving. Joseph, and the follow by Valanciunas. Here's JV. Kick out for Joseph. Here's DeRozan, 5 of the clock. George on him. DeRozan with a big-time bucket. DeMarre DeRozan over top Paul George.
Hey, that's what you want your two-guard to do. Wheel, deal, shed the defender, great elevation, big-time shot.
8 in the quarter for DeMarre. Jonas with it. Huge rebound there, his 14th rebound. And George launches, and that's going to do it. Cory Joseph returns home to play for the Toronto Raptors, and he'll dribble it out here on opening night as the Toronto Raptors defeat Indiana 106-99 after trailing by 16 points. A magnificent evening in the second half for Valanciunas, DeRozan, and Lowry, each finishing with 21 points or more.
Hey, that first one is the hardest one to get. All right, man, that is a great example of sticking with your business, sticking with the defense. You couldn't buy a bucket in the first half. You stuck with your business, you kept me focused. I know you get tired of all the shell drills and the closeout and touch and all that base go, but I'm telling you, that worked for you. That's why your defense took over until your offense caught up. We scored, 70 points in the second half? All right, but again, your defense kept you in that until second unit. Great job in the second half. James Johnson, Terrence Ross, Pat Patterson, all the bench guys that went in the second half. Great job. Great job coming in and bringing us some energy and extending the lead. That was big time. That's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take. Davey, great job. 15 rebounds. Great job. All right. That's what we got to have every night, each night. Okay. We got to play with the same physicality offensively as you played in the second half tonight. Good job. Here we go.
Together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Together.
Thank you. I'm happy for my young man. And, you know, I seen him grow from a little kid to, you know, he got a full beard and everything now. And he getting rebounds and everything. So, you know, that's what he do. You know, I'm happy for him and, you know, continue to build on that.
How good is it to have a start like that, particularly for yourself? That you're working with boards?
You know, it's not about me, it's about a team. You know, that's a team sport, so
the end of the day, we did it. We did it. That's the most important thing.
We made a conscious effort to come out with more energy. We playing at home in front of our home crowd, and I really think our crowd really brought us back into the game. Without our crowd, I don't even think we get back into that game. But, that's a Toronto Raptors fan, right?
Good game, sir. Good defense on that boy.
Got the win.
Yes, and when sign this one for me too. Being home is always, you're playing for your country now. It's not just like the Raptors, playing for this country, playing for the Raptors. It's like something he's been dreaming about since he was a little kid. And situation-wise, he gets a little more playing time here. Just better situation for him.
What's up? What's up, Mayshark?
I was happy for him. I knew he was free agent. I knew the Spurs loved him, but with their situation and capital and free agency and everything like that, I think he ended up in the perfect spot for him. Coming off, being with Tony Parker, Patty Mills, coming into a spot where, they really needed a backup point guard with Gravis leaving, and just being able to come in, do what he does, play defense, make plays, and I think this is a really good situation for him.
Oh, I mean, it feels good, especially when people say he's down to earth, real nice kid. Forget the basketball part, even just being around him and people's talking good about him, it feels good.
At home, when I looked out there and I seen all the media, I seen, fans, I seen my wife sitting there, it just hit home to let me realize that, you have made it. This is an opportunity in a lifetime. This was where you always, when you was 3 years old, 4 years old, this is where you wanted to be sitting. This is where you wanted the opportunity to be at, for you to be sitting here and, ready to be a key part of a team. And I felt like that's when it hit home, after all the obstacles and from being shot to my liver, to my brother dying, to all those types of things. It hit home because I just felt like if only people knew how much fight I had in me and all the obstacles I had to endure to get where I'm at.
Who is right here?
Who is that?
Who is that? Hey!
This is a blessing just to be here and just for me to be able to play the game of basketball at the highest level, and everybody to be able to know who DeMarre Carroll is, and only if they can know my whole life, but you can't know my whole life, you can only know part of it.
Next time on Open Gym.
I just thought about Amir, man.
What do you do?
The funny thing he used to say on Open Gym. He couldn't say Oshawa. Oh, alright, hold on. My man just had a flashback. My dog. My man gone.
Next time on Open Gym.
Next time on Open Gym.
Good people. They just say, they're good people. Money on me.
Man.
You know what I mean? Money green on me. What's happening, man? Take it easy on us tonight, out. Open Gym? What's going on, guys? Good to see you. Give me a hug, man. Give me a hug.